Chapter 37 Surrender to God. With one gaze down at the opening beneath the tree, this was a portal within the marsh where the dark tigress had led me. She was always 10 steps ahead, yet here there wasn't any distance left between us for fear. "You want me to climb in there?" She nodded. "Wait a minute. I thought you said this was the path of devotion. Why did you bring me to a portal within the marsh?" So it is with life in God's rose garden. Surrender your life to God, and everything happens, she said. "But I've got plans this weekend, and the mermaid and I need to get to the Temple of the Rose for a meeting. Are we in a hurry right now? Or will this opportunity still be here if I come back next weekend?" Oh, time. Most of us think in terms of time. The humans measure life by time. Investing in a future has been their favorite game of escape. Yet time doesn't bring order or peace, so we must stop thinking that there is an escape. This means there is no tomorrow for us to be peaceful. We have to be orderly on the instant. Notice how when there is real danger, time disappears, doesn't it? She said. What are you getting at? In this very moment, you can change your life in an instant. But if you resist, if you wish to go back into the world, then go ahead, explore and be careless. But it will be clear that you've given your devotion to something else, said the tigress. I promise I'll be back in a short while, so no need to worry about me. It's best if I touch base with the mermaid, because we're going to teacher training. And I must say, I appreciate all the ways that you've led us freely. And so the dark tigress spoke. Just don't forget, wherever you think you're going, I'm always 10 steps ahead, she said. Now her gaze turned to the tree, which was illuminated by the moon's crescent light. And upon one of the lower branches, I noticed a necklace dangling. Why, this was one of the 24 necklaces of mine. What was it doing here? Now the dark tigress nudged it as the necklace began to sway. But what was she trying to explain? Wear this, and you will feel everything, she said. What do you mean? If you want to understand what's happening within life everywhere, put this necklace over your head, and you'll understand the current predicament of our universe, she said. The thought of going into my worldly responsibilities tugged at the mind, but my soul and heart were called closer to this necklace. This necklace appeared to be an answer to our world's silent prayers. But what would happen if I wore it? This necklace had 108 stunning beads with earthly colors, ranging from reds, sandy browns, and greens. Then upon the very bottom, there was an arrowhead that may have carried an ancient secret. The arrowhead, what does it represent? It's similar to the necklace the mermaid gave you with the cutting tool. But this arrowhead references the point where all karma converges into consequence. Wearing this necklace touches the deepest truth of reality, and so the tip of the arrowhead pierces what has long been hidden underneath the surface. Before an arrowhead is used for battle, it belongs to a brave or an archer. But once the arrowhead does its job, it belongs to destiny and karma. Such a tool reveals the truth completely. It opens all that has been hidden. So it will lead us to open up the gateway into eternity and reveal what has long been missing, she said. As I lifted the necklace off from the branch, this was one of the 24 that had been given to me. And so I put it around my head when I began to understand what it meant to feel everything. The arrowhead may have looked like a blade or a tip of a sphere, but rather it felt like a key to that which was hidden. And so it unlocked a door around my heart, and within an instant, I felt everything. No matter how distant My heart was tuned into the hearts of all beings, and what was most surprising is that I understood how the heart's only desire is to love freely. Yet as I heard the drumbeat resounding, the heart of humanity had long been caged and restrained by something, as if this was a key to every person's soul. It unlocked the front door when I entered in without asking for permission. Once inside our soul, I was shocked when I saw how the earth monsters had overtaken this space and turned it into their own personal businesses. What was once a precious heart space had been sealed shut so that no one else could get in. And once they saw me enter, the earth monsters panicked in terror before they took off running. Yes, the earth monsters had overtaken our most sacred places, and they forbid the love within us to enter. The home of our soul had been turned into a dump, and these monsters had poisoned our heart centers. As I walked through the house of our collective heart, I saw how the rooms had been turned into a sort of brothel. Horrors were everywhere, and when I got to the backyard, sacred rage consumed me like fire. There was a post in the dirt, and there I saw what you would never believe. It was our lover, in all his and her forms, chained up in bondage, while I viewed her as the mermaid. Now the earth monsters surrounded our lover, and in front of them was the whore of Babylon. They had attacked our sacred love, and they had also targeted the heart's fortress. These monsters manipulated the love within our lives, and they targeted the centers of our everyday lives. They left humanity without access to what was most sacred, and everything else in the world felt irrelevant in that moment. Hyper-focused, my mind began to search and spin. Oh, what in the world had happened? As I ran to the backyard, I blinked when the post was empty and the earth monsters and the mermaid were gone. The sacred space of our hearts had been targeted and left in shambles. It seemed impossible, but how had they discovered our lover? All the while, this secret necklace allowed us to feel everything from afar. It was impossible to know what to do against the wicked monsters of the earth. Why, these were the pedophiles and war mongrels who had lost their virtues and morals. Time was irrelevant when I lifted the arrowhead necklace off from my head, as I saw the dark tigress hovering over the portal beneath the tree along the marsh. "And so you feel it," she said. "The earth monsters have overtaken what is most sacred. They've stolen the purity of love. The mermaid has been brutalized as they've tied our lover to a pole. You must help save her. What on earth is happening?" What you have felt is a symbolic expression. The earth monsters have profited off and abused what is most precious to the heart. You have felt this so deeply, and so you are called to action, said the tigress. Did you hear me? They've overtaken our heart centers. They've hijacked all of our lovers. Love. What is love? The word is so loaded and corrupted that I hardly like to use it. Everyone talks of love. They say they love their country. They love their king. They love some book. They love that mountain, that pleasure, their wife, husband, or God. Yet what they really mean is that they love a projection of their own imagination. And when someone describes love like this, they are not worshiping love or God. They are worshiping themselves. Yet love in truth is the solution to every human difficulty, problem, and struggle. So how are we going to find out what love really is? First, let me tell you what love is not. You will see that fear is not love. Dependence is not love. Jealousy is not love. Possessiveness and domination are not love. Responsibility and duty are not love. Self-pity is not love. The agony of not being loved is not love. Love is not the opposite of hate, any more than humanity is the opposite of vanity. So if you can eliminate all of these, not by forcing them, but by washing them away, as the rain washes the dust off a leaf, then perhaps you will come upon this strange flower which the human always hungers after. So what is this real love? We come upon love as one comes upon a lovely sunset. It seems to me that one thing is absolutely necessary, and that is passion without motive. Passion that is not the result of some commitment or attachment. Passion that is not lust. A human who does not know what passion is will never know love, because love can only come into being when there is total self-abandonment of one's own egoic desires. Imagine a flower that has perfume you love as you pass by and smell it. The moment you wish to claim it, to pull that flower out for yourself, you must realize how the wish to contain it kills it, but rather, real love allows that flower to flourish. That flower is for everybody, and for the one who takes a moment to appreciate it and gaze upon it with delight. Love is something that is new, fresh, and alive. It has no yesterday and no tomorrow. It is beyond the turmoil of thought. It is only the innocent mind which knows what love is, and the innocent mind can live in the world which is not innocent. To find this extraordinary thing which man has sought endlessly through sacrifice, through worship, through relationship, through sex, through every form of pleasure and pain, is only possible when thought comes to understand itself and comes naturally to an end. Then love has no opposite. Then love has no conflict. You may ask, if I find such a love, what happens to my wife, my husband, my children, my family? There is a need for security. When you express such an idea, you have never been outside the field of thought, that field of consciousness. But once you have been outside that field, you will never ask such a question, because then you will know what love is, in which there is no thought and therefore no time. You may hear this mesmerized and enchanted, but actually, to go beyond thought and time means you are going beyond sorrow. Then you can be aware that there is a different dimension called love. But you may not know how to come to this extraordinary dimension of love. So what do? If you don't know what to do, you do nothing, don't you? Absolutely nothing. Then inwardly, you are completely silent. Do you understand what that means? It means that you are not seeking, not wanting, not pursuing, as there is no center at all, no self-interest, no individual focus, and then you are ready to be of devotional service. Then there is love. Most people think love means comfort, security, a guarantee for continuous emotional satisfaction, a pledge or a promise, but love is beyond self-interest. Once you offer yourself away, love will be endless, said the dark tigress. I paused before the dark tigress as I stared down at that portal beneath the tree. It felt so dangerous, so timeless. And so I spoke to her. I observe that you are a great teacher. You teach on so many levels, and you must know that I'm a sensitive soul. Oh, you know how my intuition often tries to manage the different heights of your teachings. But I must apologize for the ways I have shut love down. I apologize for getting in the way of such love. In the past, I've had trouble trusting the world, and this is based upon my projections of an old wound where I was betrayed and hurt by those I trusted most. Real love has no conditions. It doesn't love when someone loves me and refuses to love when they hurt me. What I once thought has turned out to be a projection, and it has nothing to do with them or me. Now, as I reflect upon this, maybe I will come to know love deeper. Maybe this pain will give nourishment to the soil, Maybe these tears will give birth to a new flower. I want you to know that I love you, and forgive me because I was afraid, or maybe I was the most difficult. But if it's true love, then all I can do is offer myself to the Spirit of truth. Now the tigress spoke. Look at you, comforting others with the words you wished someone had said to you. As I looked inside the hole beneath the tree, I saw something fresh and new. There was a piece of paper, and so a song had been written that had only now come into view. The title read, "The Stars, My Perforation." And so it said, "These are the melodies flung to our destiny, the tuning fork, our threaded fingers, our woven tongues, our quilted love. Respectfully, I am just here to play," she said, before she was off again. Where did she go? Why, when the wind hummed its canticle through the leaves, did it leave no whisper of her whereabouts? Why, when the sea crashed its world-weary hymns through the sands, why did no pebble think to ask after her? Why, when the moon reflected the not-quite beastly love of the dancing sun, did no star spotlight her donkey, her apples, her offerings? How then could I ever make an offering to her, she who rejected the offerings of a crown, a golden fire horse, the hand of a princess, knowing that even if she rejected my hand, she would embrace my sweet citrus abounding kingdom of the armorless scantly clad? Oh, ocular oracle, dear doctor, why do you long to fix my sight when I alone can see her? Why do you tell me these visions are abnormal, that the wisteria and ivy are in fact separate from the kingdom from which they spring? Why don't you know that morning and evening are not separate, just as she and I have become one? Just because she is traveling on, and I am circling stars, doesn't mean that I'm not protected by the halo under which we once danced, and which I bestow upon her with her own joy, her own beauty, like a box into which I could walk, knowing I built that box, and knowing that she alone could have built in me, the builder of halos, for the most perfect expression of the beauty of the soul, the vastness of those majestic ears. It was a riddle they posted, those keepers of estrangement, and it was only by answering the riddle that I had any hopes of ever seeing her again. Her arms, my only necklace, her hips, my only bracelet, my praise, the blanket for her swaddling. Oh, what did the rain say to the earth as it fell? If she was the villain, then I most certainly was no hero. But if she knew she were the hero too, then perhaps we could both be heroes and villains of our own stories, hindering the need for others, those who leave behind, those who bear solitude as the gift for the sensitivity of the undying love from the dying lover. Who needs a crown, a golden fire horse, or the hand of the princess? Don't they see how, when the moon is new and the languor returns, that it is the gift of giving itself that is the gift? Don't they hear in those creaking pinions, those sashaying junipers, purpled with berries? Don't they hear the euphoric crackle of the dappled desert, blue-skinned, blue-skied, cloudless play? This is the gift, then, to give to the beloved, who will receive in the splendor spirit of our goddess, and I alone can receive it to her. I dreamt of the grass that grew so tall it brushed the stars, made the swords that lie beneath us disappear, blockades like the blockades of us, crumbled into the dust of the finest pure marble ash. I dreamt the sofas were bare, needing no protective covering, and even the thought of a shield, even Perseus's shield, the mirror through which he could not look into Medusa's hydra-headed gaze, face down his collie, see her face and live, melted in the forge of the soul, of the benevolence of whatever God could have dreamed. This dream created the defenseless world, this vulnerable invincibility, precious in its sensitivity to kindness, eloquent as loving kind predators, where the prey is the beloved. I saw how in the beginning the all was created by 21 things. They were light, wind, word, splendor, spirit, tongue, radiance, breath, lips, dazzle, heave, speech, lantern, rhythm, ladder, shadow, smoke, fog, fire, air, prophecy. Created by 21 things, like the days in the menstrual cycle of the Ethiopian calendar, like the holy heave of ovulation, like the ghostly rhythms of awakening, like the unflickering lantern of the lens grinder, like the luscious tongues whose speech only issues forth from the kiss, from the zero, and the one, and the other, from the textile of the text that tells, the story in the effacement of its seams, like the forgetting and remembering that we call knowledge, which is the wisdom of intimacy, of being, and being with. And it is these 21 things, fully realized, and as an assemblage that create the Messiah who scores the symphony of our redemption with the stars, those perforations of the sky that perforate our pores, that we might understand the Zohar of eternity, which is the nowness of time, the presence of the present, and how the creation of the past was as a mere receptacle for our sheddings, and the creation of the future was as a blissful container for the awe, the vast and the wild present, the unfathomable present, by dint of its measurability, is too small in its untold grandeur to contain. The light told me that the forge of creation is agon, and she told me that the soul of love is play. And that is how I found her at last. I answered her question with 21 notes on a scale forged by the stars. The song translated loosely reveals the following answer. What did the fire say to the sky as it rose? 21 perfect letters, arranged as pure expression of love for the creation composed of the 21 letters of the Creator. And by so speaking her into being, by so loving the non-being, she was when I found her. I liberated her by liberating myself, liberated her by surrendering to her. Liberation of me, who only existed as her creation by dint of her love, the light, wind, word of her tongue, intertwined with mine in a kiss of the sun and the moon. The agon of the instant and eternity was at rest, and gravity broke into levity. There was evening, there was morning, one day. I opened my eyes to the exiled pilgrim, whose sunlit eyes mirror the clouds, whose enormous ears hear the bells chime around the sheep's necks, who's wandering after the presence of another on the path forged by the light, the wind, and the tongue. I laid down my chainmail armor, Mark her chewing donkey, and walked toward her in peace. Shalom, I say. Ah, Hefker, happy to see you, old friend. After I had read the song aloud, the dark tigress crept behind me when I felt her breath upon my spine. Oh, great tigress, I just don't understand the ways of this world. Mother, I promise I'm just trying to do my best. And yet, look at this mess I have caused. The more I show up, the more I seem to stir everything up. I don't understand if these intense situations arise naturally, or if they are made to try to humiliate those closest to me. And the more that chaos spirals, the more it has a grip over our world's reality. Oh, what are we to do when the world is at war and the earth monsters have attacked our lover and our heart's fortress? Yet within, I tell myself that it's all love, and I tell myself that we are trying to help. But I pray the lessons arise naturally, without attacking those closest to me, without the interference of our governments trying to control our realities. I just pray it would happen in accordance with the Tao. And so the dark tigress spoke. Verse 29 says, "If you try to grab hold of the world and do what you want with it, you won't succeed. The world is a vessel for spirit, and it wasn't made to be manipulated. Tamper with it, and you'll spoil it. Hold it, and you'll lose it. Allow your life to unfold naturally. Know that it too is a vessel of perfection. Just as you breathe in and breathe out, there is a time for being ahead, a time for being behind, a time for being in motion, and a time for being at rest, a time for being vigorous, and a time for being exhausted, a time for being safe, and a time for being in danger. The sage remains sensitive, avoiding extremes, avoiding extravagance, avoiding excess," said the dark tigress. Then what happens? What should we make of all of this? Without even hearing your next response, I know that true devotion would surrender it all to God. Next, I entered the portal beneath the tree as I began the path of devotion. Oh, it was time to give up any idea of what it would be, to give up myself, and to fall in love with the gift of giving, and to trust in the transcendental force of the universe. Oh, surely that is how it all unfolds. And so the dark tigress spoke. Verse 22, "Let yourself be broken, and you will be whole. Let yourself be crooked, and you will be straight. Let yourself be empty, and you will be full. Let yourself grow old, and you will be renewed. Give up everything, and you will be given everything." The sage embraces the Tao and sets an example for the world to follow. Because she isn't self-centered, people can see the light in her. Because she is not boastful, she becomes a shining example. Because she has nothing to prove, people can trust her words. Because she does not know who she is, people recognize themselves in her. Because she does not compete with anyone, no one competes with her. Only in being lived by the Tao can you truly be yourself, she said. Then I surrender with full faith, but what happens now? And so the dark tigress spoke. Divine might foretold. Justice will always be done, whether outwardly obvious or not. Put your faith in the good and true, and your ongoing expansive and accelerated evolution is assured. Others are relying on you to be true to yourself and your values, more so than you may realize. You are strong enough to live with honor and self-respect. You have divinity within you, and a right to be in the world with dignity, grace, and integrity. Trust in divine justice as you focus on your path. You will win in a way that brings benefit to many. A cycle of positive increase has begun, said the tigress.